So for the purposes of the Devstream, we put a level together that we could just, go because everything's in development. But when the real update ships, you will be seamlessly going to and from the Chrysalith to your missions. There's no load screen, so just keep that in mind that were this next week, we would show you it without the load screen, but just for the purposes of the demo today.
Yeah, we're on dev and work in progress.
You never know. So,
HC, PH, who knows what's going to happen.
So what will happen is you'll be able to pick some bounties from a certain NPC to give you some mission twists, and then you can come pick the mission itself. So today, I'm going to play Void Flood. This is a first look at one of the new game modes. I would say of all the game modes we've ever released, this is the most parkour rewarding one by a wide margin. And future dev streams on release, you guys will get to see Void Cascade and Void Armageddon. So, in we go. We'll go on in. And like I said, typically this elevator door would be your window to the missions. It's going to be a fun way to seamlessly go through to missions and come back. But today we're just hard loading in.
Yeah, I imagine there you're going in the elevator like we did earlier for the apartments.
Yes.
Same stuff, yeah, great.
Yes. And also keep in mind that we are going to be trying to show a lot in this gameplay. We're showing you the Eximus reworks, we're showing you focus changes, and operator changes, and a new game mode. So, God have mercy. Void Armageddon, please don't take me. First thing you'll notice, which is a little bit work in progress, is we're using some in-game representations of the Void Flood. So there's going to be a Void Essence orb around you, which is currently orbiting my shoulder here, which has a very important purpose because we need to close Void fractures. You can see that I have to collect Void orbs to gain Void energy. Garuda is happy to explore a little bit because it looks so damn beautiful before we go in.
Yeah, look up. I really like that.
Oh yeah.
That part.
Look up. Tenno. Yes. In we go.
The in-world representation of what she's going to be picking up soon is totally temp.
Placeholder, yeah.
Not real art.
So the Zariman, we're going to get a much more intimate look at it with this update. So let's. Oh, right away we could already pick out an Eximus. Let's see here. What do we got? We got a Blast. So this guy has been reworked. Or this is so he.
That's a Blitz.
That's a Blitz. Sorry, not Blast. Want to talk a little bit about Blitzy?
Yeah, so Blitz.
Oh my God, and there's fire.
You got a lot there. We actually upped the amount of Eximus for this just so that we could demo it more easily. But essentially, the main objective with the Eximus rework is a lot of times, actually, when we looked at Blitz specifically, most people didn't know even what a Blitz did because you had to get really close to them for them to even do it.
Yep.
So it was kind of. So most of the changes are basically focused on that, trying to make it so they actually have some interaction with you and you actually notice what they're doing. You'll see later we get an enemy, an energy leech one sample. That one, the problem with that one was you never saw them and you started losing your energy, and that was very frustrating. So the Blitz one, if you can look
He's
at
dead.
him. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, killed him. We'll come back. We'll get more of them.
Yeah, we'll
but
get
in
more.
this short term, so you'll see these Eximus. If I can dodge that, I won't take the heat proc. I took the heat proc because I did not dodge. I'm probably going to die.
So the heat one and the snow globe one, those are pretty untouched. You know, the heat one, mainly the thing he has is that now you can dodge the heat. If you roll into it, you can actually dodge it. That's the main
And now it
difference.
actually has a heat status effect too.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And the effects are quite a bit revamped so that you can like spot them out of a crowd. Because a lot of times with just that little orange glow around them, it was very easy to just miss them.
Subtle, yeah.
So now they have like extra effects on them.
All right. So now that the Eximus are here and they're a threat, we also see that I have to be on my best parkour here to look for all these Void Flood Vitoplast
Yeah, you're
orbs.
flying around, love it.
Which means I have to explore the verticality of this level to really make sure that I'm getting as many of these as I can to deposit into the Void fractures. So your parkour skills are going to be put to the test. I've let the damaging Void energy debuff come in because we were doing a little bit of a demo there. But all things considered, this would have been the track and field ring for the Tenno or not the
Yeah,
Tenno
I
at
was
the
going to say it's
time.
appropriate because
Yes.
you're flying around here.
Now I'm
on
going
the
to show
track.
you the new Void Dash. So this is an instance where we have changed the momentum of Void Dash to be a new system. And I don't want to skirt over that, but I also need to not fail the mission. So there's a lot going on right now. And I need to get this so I can stock up on my Void, but I'm doing pretty okay.
Yeah, we're demoing a lot. I don't know if we actually said this, but basically the main objective of the mode is you collect those little orbs that you can get by killing enemies, you can get by chasing the ones that float around, or you can just pick up the ones that are just static in the level, and then you bring them to the fractures to close them. If you take too long to close the fractures, then you start to get some debuffs the mission, which you can see there on the side with that little bar that fills out. So whenever she closed that, the corruption of the place went from like 40% to 20%. So that's the general flow of the mission. You get rewarded by like either doing the parkour and getting the things, chasing the ones that are in level, or just killing enemies and then picking up what they leave behind.
Yeah, so I'm going to do I think I'm going to try and do 9 fractures here for everyone, because in between each wave of 3, there's also a new enemy, a little mini boss that spawns. We'll take a look at him. And at this point, the flow of the mission is be your best at parkour, fill up your tank so that you and your squad mates can close your fractures to stop the flood as quickly as possible, so that corruption meter doesn't get too high. However, of course, with every mission, there will be some complications. In this case, parkour skills will be
Put to the test.
I got that one. I'm a gamer. Just built different.
And again, like we've said this a few times, but this is there's a lot of like the effects there. Just temporary stuff while we figure out the mode. A lot of them are very cool. Like you can see, those hands are super cool now. But the transferring of the pickups towards the.
Oh, come on, Rep. Come on, Rep.
Let me get these. It'll be fine. Oh, God.
You can do it.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, nice roll at the last second.
Yeah. Now, I'm actually, doing my best here. I'm going a little try-hard mode, so just bear with me. So now we have to kill all remaining enemies, because we are at the end of the wave, in which we have a new enemy that is bigger than your average Grineer, perhaps. Maybe they have a different origin, and he's going to be tough for me to kill. So I can't actually hear the game, so I hope that there is game sound on for the players watching, and not just our...
I think there is, yeah.
Thank God.
So I think right now it's every 3 fractures you get one of these guys, and basically the rates they have a few things. Obviously, the red is pretty powerful. As you saw the combo there, you have to.
Oh, there's an energy leech Eximus there.
So you can see,
There he is.
you can see a little. Oh, there it is. So you can now spot him because he has those voidy things coming out of him, so they're easy to see. And that was the attack. So basically, creates a little bubble in the floor where you are. If you don't get out of it, it hits you and it consumes a whole bunch of energy and hits you with a magnetic proc. But if you move as you shoot as a Warframe, then you'll be fine. So it's kind of trying to reward keeping you in motion and being more about your skill to avoid the attack rather than just your energy just starts going away. So.
All right. I'm going to close this off and try and get it below 50%, and then I'm going to show you a bit more of the operator in action. So in this case, Void Dash, as you have it now, has never been great in our normal levels because you kind of just bump into walls. And now there's going to be a telegraph for you to control how far you go with your operator dash. So that's a pretty big change. It feels way better in the typical gameplay space of Warframe. It is a change though, so some people will wonder, how they can maximize it.
Oh man, I love how that looks.
But it just looks...
It's just so rad.
It looks and feels much better. And because we're making some changes to the way that your operator and Warframe work together, you can now, Void Dash right up, and then just go right into melee and melee attack. And the way you do that will, of course, depend on what angles you're bringing to the table, how you're actually engaging with the level that you're in, what your goal is. But because I did Oneru, so I can go in, my blast. If I want to go in right and bring melee right out, you can. It's quite a different feel, and it just, for a Warframe focused mission, which most are.
You got those slow melee attacks, eh?
No. Excuse you. It just feels so much better. I'm probably gonna... So that's, the first debuff is damaging void energy. So that did do some damage on me, but nothing Garuda really cares about because Garuda is Death Girl. Let me see what else I can show. Yeah, bringing your melee right back into the operator feels so good because you can just lay on the pain without having to do the initial transition back. I'm in trouble here. I need to find more void energy.
And of course, like you said, Pablo, like the network latency of these things now are fixed. It's instant.
It's instant now, and you will have to, because it is, as a client, if you are lagging, it's very hard to be doing those switches.
Yes. So client authoritative is now the implementation change. So there's been tech implementation changes as well as actual design implementation changes. So it's a very, very different focus. We will have a very comprehensive report because a lot of people are going to basically go to the first questions of what's happening with Zanura because that's the most popular.
Yeah.
And we will be taking time to write out and give you guys the clearest window into the changes. So please just be patient for that and look forward to reading it. And we'll demo it as, oh, I'm probably going to die.
I'm seeing some love for the music too.
Absolutely incredible
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, it's so good.
And there's, of course, I need to find some, oh my god, come on. Got it. I think this is enough.
Giving almost like a little Sonic vibe when you see them lined up like that.
Yeah.
It's like triggering teenage platformer memories
It
in me.
is very much this. Probably need a healthy dose of energy here. So, as we mentioned, there are Garuda changes coming. So if you're a Garuda player, you've probably noticed the Grey Invuln bar come into play, the new representation of Garuda's passive, which Pablo mentioned is the more lethal you are, you can build up your damage buff rather than the old danger buff. There is what we're calling a Thrax Centurion at me because I'm at the mid.
Oh, I should let that.
I'm too strong.
I know.
Built
Built
different.
different. And they drop a sizable heap of the Vitoplast for you to continue your mission. So now I'm on the last round. We'll go over to those. Let's see. The last round for me, this is an endless mission. I'm just not playing it endlessly for the Devstream because I know we've already gone over time. So, let's see. All right, we're in a bit of trouble here. If it's spiky or red, if you can see color, that means that I have my debuff at 50%. Actually, it's almost at shield drain too, isn't it?
You got a shield right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so in the bottom right, you can see now the indicator for Garuda's passive. So instead of being based off her current health, which it was before, now you basically get it from doing the murdering, which is obviously what she's best at.
Alright, let's go to the next fracture. So they'll keep spawning, and you'll have to keep feeding them the Vitoplast to close the Void Floods. Now this room is quite sinister in its...
The rooms are so nice.
Oh, that was a Blitz
The
and
Blitz
an energy.
and an
Oh,
energy,
okay,
yeah.
so this is a bit of a 2-for-1 situation. I have to dodge their attacks while also not getting energy drained. So I think oh, and there's a flame. Is there a Arson Eximus over there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, I did it! No fire proc!
There you go.
Again, built different.
All that brawling in Elden Ring has
All the
trained
Elden Ring dodging, it's true. Alright, can I do this? I need... You guys are just watching me parkour my little heart out here. And I'm a little worried that I'm going to fail you. And all my
We
faith.
believe in you. We believe in you.
I mean, that is good parkouring, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can-
look at you.
I know, believe it.
Floor is lava mode, love it.
Floor is lava indeed. Okay, how much will this get me? Ah! Danger. Alright, let's see. So yes, some enemies do spawn the pickups as well, I think as Pablo mentioned. I'm not close enough to the... There. So Garuda is invuln while casting her ultimate now.
Call those iframes now.
Iframes? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if Garuda has too much gear on her, she'll be slower with her
This
dodges.
fat roll.
She's fat rolling.
Yeah.
Look out. All right, I'm out of... Oh, okay, we're close. C is almost... Oh, this is a parkour.
Oh, no.
No,
I
no.
thought you were a gamer.
I'm not built different anymore. I'm built the same. All right.
Now you're built the same.
All right. Is that enough? Oh, it's close.
You guys all floating there.
I know. There's a huge one there that I want to
Get it,
get.
Rev,
I'm
get
so
it.
tempted to get the big one.
Get it.
There's a big boy. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The tank is full. This is the realities I can't achieve in real life. So
Oh,
Don't how to interpret that at all.
you look at gas prices and tell me.
That was a timely joke.
All right, and now we have to do our little Thrax Centurion battle before the next round of fractures will show up while not dying. So wish me luck.
see if this time you can let him do his little ability.
All right, let me.
You're built too different and you murdered him so fast.
I know, I got-
there you go. She got hit by the...
I got hit by the energy one. My skills.
So obviously now that the ability, I mean, if you're rolling around and doing parkour, you generally will avoid it fairly easily. So that allows us to make it a little more punishing if you don't, essentially. So that instead of like the tiny little drain that you got before, but before you couldn't avoid it, now it's like a bigger drain, but you know, hopefully you have math skills and are avoiding it all the time. Yeah, and the Thrax will basically do like a lunge at you if you're like at a mid-range kind of thing, or if you're further away, it'll do like a little teleport and then attack you and give you a little bit of his magnetic
I
field.
love the lunge attack. It's so cool.
I actually might die.
2 health.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we're
see.
good. Garuda.
Yeah, that was really on the edge.
So these guys are going to be tougher, and they're going to be your gateway. And if you don't kill them,
Yeah, that's what I want to show. So if you don't kill the guy,
he
the
will
little ghost will float and he will consume a little friend.
Nom, nom, nom.
and be reborn.
I'm back.
He'll come back. So if you don't deal with the
I'm
wraith,
smaller, but I'm back.
yeah,
You shrunk.
Sorcerer's Apprentice style.
If he revives a few times, he becomes like 10 centimeters tall.
so
Little Ant-Man.
small.
I'm joking. That's a bug. But
Obviously, yes. So we will be bringing this game mode. This is one of the 3 new ones coming. There will, like we said, there's that new sort of mini boss phase between your fracture waves. You have to be great at parkour. You have to work with your team to close the fractures to stop the void flood as best you can. And then when all is said and done, you can go back to the elevator to extract, go right back into the hub, turn in your syndicate standing. You can interact with your former teacher, Melika, if you want to do side objectives. There's side bounties. There's evolving weapons, new warframes.
We have come to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace and stay safe.